All right, let me turn the phone around here. Happy Wednesday and good afternoon. I love doing these videos with you. I get to express myself. I get to be intimate with you guys and connect with you guys. And hopefully it's helping you in the sport of weightlifting on and off the platform. Reach out to me, ask me some questions, give me some feedback, and let's keep these videos going. I talk about grit a lot on the platform and off the platform. I have a list here of 10 pieces of advice that will benefit your training. And I'm really excited to give you my list here that I wrote down. That's what I'm looking at here. So excuse my vision going over here at times, but it's 10 ways to have more grit in training. Okay, you ready? Number 1, push past being tired. Okay, I don't want to hear it. If you're tired, go further. Get out of your comfort zone. And once you're out of your comfort zone and you're way past being tired and you're in a whole nother realm of weightlifting, which that realm, it takes effort and takes practice and a tough, gritty mindset to even get into this realm. Well, that's basically passing area 51 into the zone of area 51 that I want you to get into. Okay, go. How much heavier can you lift? Is the question I have for you guys. That's grit. All right. Don't let being tired be a roadblock in your training. Coach Dave Spitz used to tell me all the time, if the weight feels heavy, good. It's weightlifting. It's supposed to feel heavy. It's a great quote he would say often. Gosh, if the weight feels heavy, John, good. It's weightlifting. It's meant to be heavy. We are weightlifters, okay? So number 2, stop taking water breaks. Out of 20 years in the sport of weightlifting, I've never drinking water once. I've never looked over at Coach Penley and said, hey, Coach, I'm thirsty. I'm parched. Can I go drink some water? Are you kidding me? I'm thirsty for PRs. I want you guys to be thirsty for big lifts, PRs, pushing yourself, pushing your teammates. And I want you to be thirsty to beat your teammates in training, to battle. That's where the thirst comes from. The thirst to lift bigger weight, and to pass into that area 51, to show yourself and your coach and your teammates in the world that you can train harder than everybody else. You know, anytime I took silver or bronze at a weightlifting meet, Coach Penley would look at me every time and say, well, we got out-trained. Not about the meet itself, not we got beat this day in these 6 lifts. No, over the past 3 or 4 months leading up to this meet, we got out-trained. That's a big statement there, okay? Competition is won in hard training, okay? So listen, be thirsty for big lifts, be gritty, you don't need water breaks, stay in the zone, stay focused, let's keep going. 3, stop looking at your phone. I hope you're watching this video before bed or before training, or maybe on like a lunch break or wherever you are. Maybe you're driving, please be safe, but you should not be watching this video during training or I'm gonna be very mad at you, okay? Stop looking at your phone, stay in the zone, okay? We had no phones back in the day. Yeah, YouTube blew up, in 2009 on the boom days. We never even dealt with YouTube. Dave had a whole team that dealt with that. So we never looked at our phones. I mean, we had like flip phones back then. Focus on the training. That's going to make you more gritty. And let me tell you something too. I have written down right here. The screen for us back in the day was Coach Penley's eyes staring through our souls. That was the screen that we had back then. Okay. Number 4, eat past being full. Okay. This is huge. Eating is training. Once you're full, the eating has just begun. Eat past your comfort zone. Just like in training, train past that area 51 with the food intake, okay? Listen, I forget his name. I should have looked it up. But the number 1 Ironman athlete in the world, he wins it almost every year. If not, he's like top 3. He's very famous. I'll do a video and mention his name next. But he has a video on YouTube about him eating 10,000 calories a day. That's what he does, 10,000 calories a day. And that's what I tell my athletes and weightlifters to eat. Now, are we achieving that every day? No, but that's the goal to achieve that. Okay, I want you to try to achieve that. And if you do, great work. But he's obviously, a multiple-time world champion Ironman athlete. He weighs like 120 pounds. He's lean, he's in shape, he's fit. And you would never think he eats 10,000 calories, but he does. Why does he look the way he does and perform the way he does? Because he's using the food as fuel. He's using the food as recovery. He's burning the food. Food is gas. Okay, throw gas on your fire, recover strong, Okay, the more you eat, the more you can train. We talked about it yesterday. There's no such thing as overtraining under recovery. So if you're gonna up your food and you're gonna take my challenge here and say, okay, I'll eat 10,000 calories a day, which you can, by the way, guess what? Now you're able to train longer and harder and more often and more squat sessions, okay? So eat past your comfort zone, all right? Number 5, learn how to react. Training with someone that's taking bigger jumps than usual, react, go with them, okay? Take those jumps. Coach wants you to go now. Hey, John, now go. React. Learn how to react. CrossFit used to say, be ready for anything. Shoot, that's the weightlifting motto. Always be ready to lift big, take a jump, put a kilo on the bar, and get after it. React, don't think. Become zombie numb. What else do I have put down here? Put an extra kilo on the bar to overtake your competitor or your teammate. React. Train in the early morning because you have to. Schedule-wise, hey, wake up. Get in that cold garage or get your tushy down to the gym. React. I don't want to hear this, oh, I like to train at this time. Be gritty. Find that grit. Lack of sleep, I don't want to hear it. Who cares? I don't care how you feel. Train hard. I don't care if you're on 2-3 hours of sleep. Give it your max effort. Now that max effort, right, the Penlay method, you might not have a great day because you're sitting on 3 hours of sleep, but you still pushed it and gave it your best. And that's what max effort is all about. Okay, last thing I have written down here is coach wants you to train. He wants you to train through a last minute local competition. Coach Penlay used to do this to us all the time. All right, guys, we're competing Saturday. This would be like Thursday, we're training hard. We're competing in 2 days. What? Hey, react. It doesn't matter. We're training through it. Let's go. It's another max out. We went out to the meet. We crushed it, had fun. There you go. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Number 6, lift the barbell at an angle on the platform to show yourself that you can lift anywhere and that you don't need the bar to be set up perfectly. This is kind of an odd one, but Donnie used to do this all the time, and I used to copy Donnie. Let me make sure this is still going. Yep, okay. Data issues all the time. If you film a lot of weightlifting videos, you're laughing right now because you get it. But probably not the most important one on the list, but it's the small things that add up, right? And if you're looking for more grit in training that I talk about all the time, this is a good one here. Move your bar to the side. It's going to change your vision. It's going to be kind of weird. People are going to look at you funny. It's going to kind of be a little bit of shock to even yourself. You might be a little awkward on the platform. It doesn't matter. No collars on the bar. Weights are half off. You're sideways and you're just like, I'm going to rip this bar. I don't care if it's on the roof, sideways, the floor, competition. I don't care if it's on a staircase. I'm going to react and I'm going to just lift this bar. Okay, so it kind of plays with the mind a little bit, and you'll see a lot of old school cal strength videos. If you look back, you'll see a lot of times where me and Donnie lifted sideways like this, and that's what that's from. So fun little tip there. Number 7, hope you're writing this down. We're almost done. Before training, dedicate each session to someone that's in your life. This is a big one here, okay? And then use that person to create max courage when the weight feels heavy. Okay, so we talked about the definition of grit. It's courage, strength, and character. Okay, so we've already taught character with pushing your teammates, battling. Don't look at your phone, stay in the zone with practice. Be present in training with your team and your coach. Don't go off taking breaks and, all that kind of stuff. Stay in the zone. And by you just training hard, by the way, that alone is going to just push everybody. So that's character right there to be a good teammate. But this one is good right here. Think of someone in your life that you dedicate the session for. This is why I yell weightlifters' names out all the time throughout my career. You guys know that. Oh, my hand is literally falling asleep. Oh, okay. We're still rolling. I need like one of these tripods. I yell weightlifters' names out of respect, to respect them and the influence they've had in my life as a weightlifter. And it also fires me up. It gets me motivated. And sometimes it makes me sentimental. Sometimes it makes me sad and in a good way. If I yell Coach Penlay's name out now, it makes me sad in a motivating way, sentimental and full of love. And so I want to lift the big weight for him. So I don't care how I feel. If I'm yelling Coach Penlay's name out in training, I don't care what's in front of me. I might not make the lift, but I tell you right now, I'm going to give it hell. I'm going to give it max effort. I'm going to give everything I have, and I'm going to attempt it. I'm going to go under. your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, one of your teammates, even like Matthias Steiner, maybe some of your favorite weightlifters. This is why I yell the lifters' names out. Schenkel, what Schenkel's done for me in my career. If I yell out Schenkel, I'm like, again, I might not make it, but I'm going to go after something big and I'm going to give it my best. Okay, so that's the key there. Number 8, squat more, squat extra, squat on top of the program. Remember, the program is minimum. That's the Penlay method, minimum. If you can go up, do it. If you can train again, do it. You want to do a double day, triple day, do it. If you want to squat 5 times throughout the day after the program is complete, do it. You got to remember, back in the day, back in the Cal Strength Muscle Driver days, there wasn't sessions. We just trained from sun up to sundown all day. Okay, so this whole thing like double day talk, and it's not good to train more than 2 hours a day, or it's not good to train double days. That's all just nonsense. That's people putting limits on you. That's people reading too many science books. We trained all day, every day for 10 years straight, from sun up to sundown, and that's what we did. So proof is in the pudding, and here we are. Okay, myself, Donnie, everybody has the resume to back that. And really, in a sense, it was, Coach Penlay was a mad scientist in a respectful way. He kind of used us as guinea pigs, if you will, and he would say this a lot to us. And he's mentioned this in podcasts, and he's wrote it in his book. But, he had this approach. He took us all and said, I'm going to showcase this hypothesis I have and use these weightlifters like myself into so he has the hypothesis, and then he's going to use us for the proof to show success, and success was definitely achieved, obviously. And so train more, squat more. If you can get in extra squats, do it. Don't ever look at a squat rack and say, oh, I already squatted, I can't squat again. That is the wrong mindset. Let's see if we're still rolling. We are. I talked about it last video, guys. You watch the video. There's no such thing as overtraining. Don't be a softie. And I say that out of love. With these videos, I'm not mean. I'm not coming at anybody. But I say that out of love. Don't be soft. Be hard. Work the mindset, not just the legs in the squat, but work the mind. Again, find that grit. That's what we're talking about right now. Okay. Everyone loves Donnie Schenkel, right? He's gritty. Everyone loves Klokov and Chikashev and Andrea Romnow. And, there's a lot of grit there. And so let's keep achieving that. Number 9, stop getting down on yourself in the lift if it doesn't look perfect. Make it, attempt it, produce mental grit with it. A lot of times in training, we're working the mind more than the body. If it doesn't look great, that's okay. Do it again. Sometimes if it doesn't look great and you miss it, put an extra kilo on there, spike the adrenaline, get your teammates yelling at you, okay? I see too many weightlifters getting down and depressed and negative, and they're hard on themselves. And I understand that you want perfection and you want more, and that's a good thing. I get it, but don't always look at the glass half full. What were some takeaways that were good about the lift? That was a good rack. I can stand up with that. And then if you do make it, it'll look kind of rugged. It's okay as well. That's part of hard training, and it's going to build character, and it's going to build that tough mindset that's going to keep you pushing forward. Okay. Life is not perfect. Weightlifting is not perfect. And again, remember, there's no such thing as technique. Technique is a unicorn. It's called 2 white lights. It's called what's your total, right? It's like someone saying that Lasha has bad technique. That's the most ludicrous thing anybody could ever say on planet Earth. He is the champion. If you win a gold medal in the Olympics, even if you don't have the resume that Lasha has, you have perfect technique, you have a perfect program, you have a perfect mindset. You have done everything perfectly, period. It doesn't matter what you look like, okay? Medals speak, numbers speak, especially golds in the Olympics, okay? And the last thing, this is going to throw everybody off, and I'm way over time here. But number 10, to work on grit, is sometimes the grittiest thing you can do in weightlifting is to not train. Now, what I mean by this is the toughest part in weightlifting is sometimes to not train. If there's a family event going on and you just can't make it into the gym for some reason, you are traveling, you're with your family, who knows what's happening? Life comes up. Just don't think of weightlifting. Don't train. I'm not going to sit here in this camera and give you some YouTube motivational speech, a bunch of BS that's out there. It doesn't matter. Get in there. No, there are times, as much as I will yell, max out and go hard and the Pendlay method and everything like that, there are times when life happens, don't train. Don't think about training. Don't think about weightlifting. Don't watch weightlifting YouTube videos. Don't think about the program. Don't think about your body. Don't feel bad that you can't get into the gym. Enjoy the people around you. Enjoy the day. Enjoy your family. And like Donnie Schenkel always says, there's always the next day, okay, for an opportunity to get better, okay? So yeah, number 10, just don't train. That's how you become. And let me tell you something I have written down here to end the video. The hardest thing for a weightlifter to do is to not train, right? So that alone builds grit as far as the mindset. That's it, guys. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a blessed day. We'll see you guys back tomorrow for more videos. Salute.